Hello, this is Paul, and welcome to part 2 of this unit for number 11. We are talking about the internet, and we just got done talking about where the web came from, and we have a lot of information about how it developed. It just didn't happen. It came along by the contribution of many people, as well as several different administrations from our government. However, I do want to continue this and talk to you about how the internet is able to come to your home and what is necessary. To begin with, many people look at the web as a connection that they can obtain by going to the library, or going to a friend's home where it's provided, or going to many selective places where Wi-Fi or wireless connections are made to be seen on your phone or on a tablet or even a portable computer. And this is the extent. But what we're talking about is bringing it to your own home and understanding what is needed there. We do know that the web has become much of our way of life. Our cell phones are actually connected to the web and makes use of its connections across the country and around the world. And it also has other availabilities, for example on your tablets, like I already mentioned, where we're able to download and get a lot of information for our studies, or be able to share with Facebook. Both the phone and the pads are used for Facebook very commonly, and to being able to keep up with people while we're on the go. Now, in my presentation of part 1 on this series, I have already mentioned how education on all levels has been applied across the nation, that universities were able to interact very easily. And along with this, we need to realize that we can make use of this information in our home as well. In other words, there is a lot of availability of studies for us that, although we might not have the certificate, it doesn't mean that we have to go on without the knowledge or the understanding of what's going on around us. I would also like to make mention that also having the web in the home, well, it will be able to have people of all ages play games or interact with different games. For example, I have found canasta tournaments going on across the world and around our even our immediate location, where the game can get rather aggressive. But more common maybe is that people are able to receive and download their movies, watch them on TV, or even watch a TV program that they missed for its original time slot and be able to catch up with that particular episode. There is a lot of reasons for us to look to the web and have a thing of enjoyment. Now, also having the web come into your home, you will be able to experience a lot of extra help on different programs, because they will make use of the web for its content. In this, they're able to update the content and have much more of a definitive level of help than ever before. No more is the textbook printed, but it is updated regularly on such files that are available through the availability in the internet. Also, when there is a update for programs on your computer, you'll spend some money on certain programs. Some are free, some are not. But when there are updates of such programs on your computer, these downloads will take place and is available for everybody worldwide. Now, major programs will also make use of the web by making use of what Microsoft calls their cloud, and be able to make your personal files or applications available anywhere you are located from any computer, let it be a laptop or a desktop or anything, even a pad, that you be able to bring up these files. So using the web, major programs will make use of its availability wherever you need it. Updates to the computer are provided also, for example, by Microsoft. On the second week of every month, it does have updates for securities and updates for the basic operating system or even the Windows environment. So there is a lot of development going on all the time, and when there are such updates, that update is available to your computer immediately. These are only a couple reasons for why you would want the web at the home, along with the availability of programs that are needed for basic operation of your computer, for example, to be able to watch videos and everything. These are all reasons why you should subscribe to a service to connect to the web. And to have the web in the home, we do need a service provider. In essence, the web is totally free worldwide. However, the investment is so large that most people would not be able to afford it. So for this reason, we take on a service provider to bring their services to us, and along with it, they give us more than one service of availability. Now, I need to tell you that once you have elected to have a service provider, they will provide you with a modem. The modem is a modulator or demodulator, and thus we get the word modem. And what it does, it broadcasts and receives signals that is sent over the lines to your service provider and shared throughout the world. Now, this is one of the providers that is able to have you connected while your computer is on. And today I am surprised that they will not necessarily come out to the home to give you this service, but will send you a package for you to do it yourself. Along with it does come instructions of step-by-step how to hook it up. Certain filters have to be put on your phone so that the internet does interfere with your voice calls and vice versa. However, as a novice, you might elect to get a hold of a friend that understands how to hook this up, or you might even call up the service provider for their technical support to be able to help you. Now, before I move on, I need to mention one more thing about this. The modem is part and a direct link to your service provider mainframe. As you can see in the upper right corner of this display, that mainframe is quite sizable. It handles many accounts, and your modem is unique for its assignment on that server. Now I'd like to tell you about the extra service that you get, and that is an email account. It is given to you as a POP server. In other words, a post office online. And it is being able to deliver your email to you, and it collects this information 24/7. In other words, all day, all night, it will continue to collect your email and will be able to download your email when you connect to that modem and be able to receive it as a download on your computer. You'll in turn be able to read it at your leisure. Now, I need to tell you one thing about a POP server is that it is a paid account. In other words, you have paid monthly to your service provider, just like you do your telephone, and you're able to have this type of email when you turn on your computer, turn on your phone or your pad. And that is a universal availability with a POP server. Now, a POP server can also be made available through certain web email accounts. I do have one that I do download more than one account because I am paying 2 people for my POP server, which is automatic for me to download to my computer. We'll be talking more about this. Now, there is also, once you have your modem set up in your home, you need to connect it to your computer. It can be connected in more than one way, and that is by hardwire, by making use of what is the Ethernet connections, or it can be connected wirelessly with your own Wi-Fi connection. Today, most of your modems being supplied by your supplier includes this capability. However, you can also do your shopping online and be able to get Wi-Fi boxes to be able to connect to your web and be able to have a little bit better security than what is already being offered. In this case, you might even be able to have a Wi-Fi setup where you're going to have limited access for guests and then full access for yourself. And so these options continue. Now, the most popular use of the web is by the use of what is called a browser, and there are several different browsers. What comes with Windows is Internet Explorer, which is Microsoft package, and it is able to be upgraded to the current version, and I believe there is Internet Explorer 7 out, or 8 is available, something like that. But we're going to be talking more about how the use of the browser is effective to the receiving of information on your computer. This is also true for your phone and your laptop, and also for your ePads or iPads or any of them. That you need a way of interpretation from the signal that comes from the modem and being able to watch what you desire to see on your screen. Now, what I have shared with you is a standard procedure of how the web is connected to the service provider, and the provider makes a personal connection to your home, and through the use of a modem you are able to have it available to your computer. The only way for you to watch content from the web is by use of the browser, but your email is collected all the time, whether if your computer is on and off. Now, this is a procedure that is very common for all service providers. There is a way of transmission and a way of reception. If you have a pad, or most commonly on your phone, you have a service with a provider for the use of your phone, they will give you availability to the web as well, where you can work anywhere. For example, you can be out on the street, downtown, uptown, down on the river, down on the beach, or wherever, and be able to receive service. However, when you bring service to your home, it is kept in that one location, and you are responsible for its transmissions and receptions. And people often will get in trouble because of people jumping onto their Wi-Fi and making use of their web only because they're not encrypted properly to prevent illegal use of your service. Now, we do want to continue with the next section that I do want to get into the use of the browser and how you are able to receive pages on your screen and have content of your interest. So please come along with me. Go to the third part of this important lesson and be able to understand the use of the browser, why there are so many of them now, and basically it is a free download for most browsers. So we're going to get into more about this in the next section.